Okay, let's exit out and take care of the display. So I'm going to just call that's the display name that I intend to use. I've already entered it in there. I'm going to come right down here. I'll then create and just call that display. So I've already called it here. Enter column in there, and let's copy all of these connectors here. Let's copy everything up to execute. Yeah, and bring it down here. Oh, this has to be indented, else there will be an error. Okay. There. Right. So the first thing is, let's change this. Come on, you. Alright. Let's change this to, that will be select. Select all from students. That's the name of my database. And let's close that. And the results, let's declare a variable. I'm going to call that result equals fetch dot, that will be cursor dot fetch, let's say fetch all. And now you're going to use an if statement. If len the result, let's bring this one up here. It's meant to be up there. Len result equals, or not equals to, really not equals to 0. If it's not equals to 0, we want the following to happen. So what do we want the system to do? We now want self dot student records. Let's see, copy that, self dot student records. We want you to do as follows: delete self.student records. Actually, all data inside self.student record dot get underscore children. There. Let's say for rows inside the result, let's close that as well. It's going to be self dot student record dot insert. And what are we inserting? We insert, we're going to insert data up to the end, comma, value, values equals rows. And we just need to close. Let's say comments and close anyway. Copy and delete the other one. Delete this one. There. This should actually be, and here will be comma. There. Alright. Okay. So we now need to check if these lines of code is going to work. Alright, so but before that, I'm going to have to call it inside my command button and the table as well. Let's see, underneath the table here, it has to be called. Paste, and I need to call it inside display, the button display. Where is it? Display button. let's say command equals there. Alright, so let's click on run. Save first. Okay, let's see, there we go. That's fine, it's working. So all of the data, that's the one we entered earlier of Jackie. That's good. So what I'm trying to do now is if I click on any of this record, I want them in here. So the record that you guys are looking at are all from here, from my database here. Okay, so that's the purpose of this very function that we just created, the last one. So let me exit out. There, let's continue with the other ones. So let's take care of updates. So here I'm going to come in here and just enter update. For update, I'm going to have to copy all of these up to here. There we go. And let's change the execute to update. The SQL statement will have to be update. Update students set first name equals %s, comma, and we have to repeat the same thing for the surname and so on, and that's for all of the fields, comma, address equals the same thing there. So I'm going to speed that up, and there I have all my fields in there. Now I need to now call the fields, so let's copy them from here, and I'm going to copy this one as well because I need it, and we might as well just copy all of this, come right down here and just paste. Paste and get it indented, de-indented. Undo that, select it again and de-indent it. Let's come in here, de-indent, yep. And here this is meant to be updates, record updated. Yeah, let's just say record updated. Updated successfully. Right. Okay, let's check if this update works. The only way we will know that this update works is if we write another lines of code that will display any selected record of the student. So I'm going to call that learners info. So I want the learner info. When I click on it, let's say evaluate, I want it to display on the text box. So I'm going to say, let's say view info equals self dot student records. Let's just look for that. Okay, let's type it up. Student dot records. Okay, student records dash focus. Right. Now that will be students records in lowercase. Copy that and just paste that there. Right. Now we want it to focus. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Let's declare another local variable. I'm going to call that learner data. Learner data equals, let's say self. Again, let's copy all of that and paste. Dot item equals view information, view info. There. And close that. Then I'm going to declare another one. I just call that role equals learner data, and that will be the value. Learner data will be a value as in an array format. There. Now let's get all of this information here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy all of this, copy them and change it around. Come right down here, paste, get this one indented, and that will be, I want to set it against the role. So copy this, this will be set row, and the very first row is going to be 0, since this is an array. It always start from 0, so get rid of that. The next one is going to be 1. That will be 1, and we have 2. We have 3. 4 here. That's a 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's change this to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. There. So for us to be able to click on any of the columns, any of the rows actually on the table, we need to call this, or we need to bind it. So I'm going to copy that. Let's look for the table here, come right here, and I'm just going to say self dot student records and get it bind. Let's paste this one here first, because I copied the student records. Paste that there, and it's going to be dot bind, open a bracket, speech mark. Let's enter another speech mark. That's going to be comma there, comma, grab the information, paste it here, close that, and right in here, now I'm now going to say button release. That will be less than and greater than, and that will be button release. Yeah. -1. There we go. There. So we're going to have to now try this out. So let's click on run. So if we are able to select any of these, there we go, that's it. Now we should be able to check the, okay, let's come in here like Femi King. Let's change that to Paul King. Okay, let's click on update. We expect this Femi King to become Paul King, or let's change it. Let's change the address as well. Let's say Paula, and change Paula to female, right? And change the phone numbers as well. Okay, now click on update. Nothing happens. Oh, have we called update? I don't think so. Update is not called yet. We meant to call update right here. Let's go right down. Where is it? Here we should call update. Copy that. That's update, and paste that in here and change this to update. Right, let's try that again. Run. So we have 2 more to do, search and delete. Okay, click. Now let's say David Stammer, and let's change David Stammer to David Kumar. Yep, David Kumar. And let's change the address to number 17 Swiss Cottage, London, and his mail there. Okay, now let's click on update. There we go. That's it. It's now changed to Kumar, and that is Swiss Cottage, London. Click on OK. There. Right, now let's take care of delete and search. Okay, let's take care of the delete. So first thing first, let me create a function here, and that is going to be known as delete. I'll call it delete DB. There we go. For this function delete DB, I'm going to just copy this, make life easy. Copy all of this up to here. Okay, just copy everything and delete what I don't want. Copy, come right down here and paste. There. Now we don't need any of this. Get rid of those. And we don't need all of this as well. So this is going to be the delete SQL delete statement from student, and get rid of all of this. So from student, where student ID, that will be equals, let's say, comma, and the student ID is going to be student ID dot get. There we go. That's my SQL statement taken care of for delete. So we can say record successfully deleted. So delete this one and come in here and just say deleted. Right. So we comment it there, display, close, and do we need the reset? We may, let's call reset anyway. Function reset. Move all of this up. So that is that. So let's call this delete function on this button. Let's come right down here. Where is it? Right here, delete. So let's say command equals delete. There. And we also need the search, so I'm going to call that search DB. Okay, so let's just say command equals search DB. Let's make this lowercase. So I'm going to copy that. That's my last function. So let's create function search DB. Where is it? Right underneath here. Come right here. Function search DB. There. The function search DB, I'm going to copy. Let's copy all of this. I think I'm going to need everything anyway. Let's copy it. We'll just take what we want in there. There we go. Come right here. Now search is going to be select from student where ID equals this. Okay, now let's create a function here. I'm going to call that row equals cursor dot fetch fetch all. Yeah, let's say fetch all and see. Fetch all. If not, I'm going to change it to fetch one. Yeah, that's right spelling. Okay, so let me come in. I'm just going to copy all of these. Yeah, copy and come right down here and just paste. Yeah, let's do one thing. Let's say try. Okay, get all of these indented. Okay, and if there's any problem, except they will want a message to display. Let's say don't search records. Okay, let's come in here. No search record found. Okay, no search record found. Yeah, that's good enough. And let's make this uppercase here. Search record found. Okay, now underneath here we reset and we close. Grab this, close. There. What about display? We really don't need the display, so then we need to actually get it indented. Indent. Yeah, I think I may have finished. Right, so let's just look at it properly. Okay, let's try this out and just see how that is going to look like. Let's get this here. So I'm going to run it. I'll run. There we go. Now we can enter that, we can reset. Let's see, we can delete. Let's see, access statement, Femi Kings. Yeah, we have one left. Now let's see what else can we do. Let's try to search. Let's search for Stella as 41321. Click on search. There we go. So I'm using the student ID as my search criteria there, so that's fine. Okay, let's clear. Let's search for VJ as 78562. Click on search. There we go, we have VJ. So reset works, search works, delete works, update works, display is working. Now let's try out print. Let's see, before we try out print, let's try an update. Add new data, so get rid of that. Let's add a fresh new data there. So I'm going to say 91,000. Okay, 91,000. So the name, let's say the name is Johnny Yomi Davis. Okay, Johnny Yomi Davis. Okay, the surname will be Johnny. Yeah, and address, let's say 5,000 Denton Highway, DFW. Okay, and let's come in here. It's a mail and mobile phone 555. There we go. And just enter some criteria for it there. Yeah, that's complete. Let's complete this. We'll complete this as well, and this, and just click on add. Let's make sure there's nobody known as 91000, so click on that. There we go, successful. That's Johnny Yemi Davis. That's him right there. Rest in peace, my man. Okay, so with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this very beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now, and thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There's a lot of benefit to that. Have a nice one. Bye.